Do you reckon this is the king and queen of the mountains? Oh, sorry, something skinny and tight.
Versus this lump of lard, this is eMTB versus e-gravel.
Oh, you'll have a gravelly voice after this climb, I tell ya. Oh, oh. Oh, so what do we have here, Georgia? Something from the 19th century, I see. It looks like one of those gravel bikes that people talk about.
That's where you're wrong, Steve, because this is an e-gravel bike.
Oh, crikey, there you go. Well, still, it's going to be the poor cousin of the good old mountain bike. It's not really an all-rounder, is it?
Well, that's where you're wrong, Steve, because I have got the perfect route planned for you today.
Ooh.
600 to 700 feet of climbing, tarmac, single track, fire track. All the acts.
Today's route, as described by Georgia, is a 6-surface mix. 5 minutes of single track, a 3-minute tarmac climb, back into a technical blend of gravel and dirt, before a double dose of downhill, grass, and some kick-ass descending through some truly beaten up ground. Do you know what the thing is though? Who's going to ride what?
Well, I think you should ride that one, you old man.
Don't go old man in me, Georgia. This is the 21st century.
And this is a 21st century bike, Jones.
Right, okay. Well, I guess I was, what, a minute on our last competition?
You need all the help you can get. Our last head-to-head.
Oh, right, okay. Well, in all this excitement, I'm going to take charge of the Creo SL. Georgia is on the Levo SL, and I do believe they do have the same motors, right?
They do.
Right, here we go. Stage 1, undulating sync. What?
Before we start, your strap is twisted on your helmet.
What?
Your strap.
Oh, God, right, hold on.
Oh, level 10 chopper, Jesus. How long have you been doing this for?
Oh, crikey. All right.
There you go.
Is that okay? Cool.
Unbelievable.
Right, so as I said, undulating single track, around about 5 minutes. Super skinny tyres on my bike. Gonna get that speed going. What you got on there?
Well, actually, I have hillbillies on.
You've got hillbillies on.
Yeah.
So you've actually got the super grippiest, tackiest winter tyres on a beautiful summer's day.
I do, but they're my favourite.
All right. Come on then. Get the clock going, Jasmine. 3, 2, 1.
Go.
The challenge begins with some prime riverside single track, smooth in places at least, and with high speed sections above the 25 km/h e-bike cutoff. It would be a power game, which to be honest I thought I would storm on a bike which I fully believe to be faster. However, with some rooty badness to negotiate, the Surrey Stingray soon reveals a weakness in my grand plan. And so at the end of stage 1, Georgia has already pulled a 40-second lead over the 5-minute stage. And so it was that we set off on the second leg of the tour. Tarmac, and with some good stuff to skim, the 40mm tyres surely a place where the gravel e-bike would shine and soak up the deficit that I was surprisingly chasing. You are joking. You've got to be joking. 306. Please tell me that you're slower. 306. Go on.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
240.
No! No! No, you've got to be joking. 240. Because you just did 240 with those ridiculously soft tyres. 40 seconds. That means the margin grows even bigger. Nightmare. Nightmare. Right, and so to stage 3, which is the technical climb. I've got to be able to pull some back here.
Good luck.
By this point, it had become crystal clear I was getting royally stitched up from a person half my weight. 95 kilos against 50 kilos, hammering home a fact that is true of all bikes, assisted or not. So the first thing we learned was that power to weight still matters, irrespective of a bike, a skinny tied gravel bike or a sticky tied eMTB. From here we went into the woods and on to technical climbing. I was hoping for a miracle. George will never work at it. Oh hell, hold on a minute. If I put this coat on here, she will never think to open it that way. She'll probably try to climb over. Anyhow, I'm gone.
Does he look, Jazz? Did I go the wrong way? Should I climb over? Okay. Oh, my bike's on the other side. He's going to beat me on this one by loads. What should I do?
Georgia, I think my dad stitched you up. Is it under the? Is the handle under the?
Are you shitting me? Is he? Are you joking? I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill him.
Wow, maybe it is true what they say and gravel really is the strength of these bikes. Whatever, George is a minute and a 20 ahead of me, so I'm going to do some serious damage on this climb. I wonder where she is.
I'm gonna have some serious time to claw back after Joan just pulled that prank on me. I'm gonna get him. It's not fair.
Well, she was behind and by some time, reeling in the time from Gravelgate. Huh, I wonder where George has got to.
You.
What?
You stitched me up.
What do you mean?
Oh, with the gate.
The gate.
I had to climb over it, and then I realised, well, actually, Jazz told me.
The gate.
You put your jacket over it, so I couldn't open it.
So you just lift, anyhow, it doesn't matter. Now, I make it that I was 1 minute and 20 seconds behind you going into that stage. It now looks like that I'm 10 seconds ahead. And it's only downhill from here.
Yeah, that's it. Gonna kill you.
So now tracking Georgia, all I'm gonna do is keep her within sight. I reckon, oh my God, what the hell? Oh, this is ridiculous. Oh, this is hideous. This is genuinely hideous. Oh, it's too grassy. Oh. Ah, now, slow down. Oh my God. My Georgia is actually caned and then slow down. Oh my God, so rough. Ah!
Oh my God, this is so
yeah. Yeah, see you later. See you later. It seemed like a breeze, and even though the smooth grass was scaring me on smooth rubber, I managed to steal a lead on the skinny Surrey Whippet, and was soon to find out that on the right surface, gravel bikes are seriously fast. Wow, these conditions are absolutely prime for a gravel bike. Speed you can go is ridiculous. Oh my God, genuinely a little bit scared. Oh boy. She'll never catch me. Absolutely not a chance. Deep into the woods on single track, the Creo was lightning quick. The result now seemed inevitable, even if I had cheated her out of a couple of minutes. But what about the bikes? I gotta say, I'm pretty impressed with this bike. It goes through gates faster than a Surrey Stingray, I'm telling you. Anyhow, back to the bike. It has got a Levo Turbo SL 1.1 motor in it, which I think is 240 watts and pumps out 35 newton meters of torque, which I think is the same as Georgia's Levo SL. Also on the bike, it's got 700C wheels, which are 40mm wide. I've got some Maxxis Ravagers on there to hook me up. It's carbon from front to rear. It's got carbon wheels. It's got a dinky little seat dropper in there. About 40 mils travel. Disc brakes front and rear. I think those are, what are those, Georgia? 120 mil rotors? We'll call them 120. The drop handlebars. What were they called?
Drop handlebars.
Okay, right. What else can we say? Ah, yes, 172mm cranks, which are alloy. 12 speed gears, or is that 11?
11.
11 speed gears. And that's about it really. Georgia, tell me about your Levo SL.
Well, I have got
your very dirty Levo SL.
Well, that's because I ride it, Steve. It's my favourite.
Right.
I have got a complete carbon frame, carbon wheels, 150mm travel front and rear.
Check you out.
I know. On my medium, I've got a 435mm reach.
Yeah.
Shorter chainstays than the full fat Levo. Yeah. 437mm.
Compared to, is it 455 on the Levo?
There you go.
So how tall are you? So you've rode a size medium.
I'm 5'6".
Right, okay. But obviously currently in second place. As we head into the technical section.
Let's be honest, Steve likes a bit of cheating every now and then, and I'm not too privy to that.
Anyway, as we fire into the last technical section with a 10-second lead, I think there's nothing much more to be said than see you later. That's pretty much game, set and match. What the hell? What the hell? That's what?
Steve's gonna die going down here.
Oh my god, I think I found the limits. Oh my god. Oh. I soon found out that in the not so fine line between gravel and rock, I was on the wrong side. This was a savage finale. Oh my god. How rough was that?
I mean, it was all right for me in my 150mm travel. How did you get on?
What, on zero travel? That was actually World Cup downhill standard descent, that was.
Well, you would know.
Gutted. I lost.
And you cheated.
I think this is going to be very much Gravelgate.
I agree.
Anyhow, I really enjoyed riding that bike, even if we didn't really ride any gravel. We rode a dirt single track.
Yeah.
Rode some tarmac. We rode a ridiculously hard technical downhill section.
Yeah, we did.
But I think I'm definitely...
You made it down everything and up everything.
Yeah, but let's go through the numbers. 40 seconds down on the first single track stage. Yeah. Another 40 seconds down on the hill climb. However, that was probably down to the fact that I'm 92 kilos and you are 72 kilos. Sorry, 55 kilos.
Very, very nice, Steve, very nice.
So look, you would probably have put another 40 seconds on the fire road climb.
I mean, I'd like to think so.
If you hadn't tried to climb over a gate. I mean...
Cheat.
No
what even went through your head?
Hey, did you like the coat though?
It was clever, I'll give you that. I was the one that looked like a knob.
Anyhow, so I think in the final analysis, you would probably have been 2.5 minutes ahead of me anyway.
I think so.
But that's beside the point. I've had a great introduction to gravel biking.
Yeah.
And
it's been an extreme introduction to gravel biking.
I think I'll probably nick it off you to go do some proper gravel biking.
See how
not
it is.
Something ridiculously technical like this. And I think this is something to be continued.
I think so too.
Right. Let's know what you think of e-gravel versus e-mountain bike. The mountain bike probably still is the great all-rounder, the king or the queen of the hill. But let's know what you think. Georgia, great to hang out.
Thanks for having me.
Time for a barbecue and a beer.
Hell yeah.
Don't forget to follow us on social media. and we'll see you next time.